Have you ever loved someone so completely that you felt yourself disappearing, piece by piece? At first, it feels like pure devotion. You give your heart, your time, and your very soul. But then one morning, you wake up and ask yourself a terrifying question. Who am I now? If you're asking this question, I need you to hear something important. This is not love. This is the spell of the narcissist. They don't simply wound your heart. They drain the very essence of who you are. They feed on your energy, your light, and your dreams until you become a shadow of yourself. But here's what I want you to know, and please hear me clearly. Within this darkness lies your greatest chance at transformation. You are stronger than the shadows that bind you. And the moment you decide to awaken, you will discover a freedom deeper than you have ever known. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful steps that will help you reclaim your life, your identity, and your power. Stay with me until the very end, because each step builds on the last, and the final step is the most transformative of them all. You don't want to miss it. Step 1. Acknowledge the prison. The most difficult part of escaping isn't leaving. It's getting away. It's realizing you're caged. The narcissist weaves a cycle of enchantment around you. First comes the love bombing, where they shower you with attention, making you feel like the most special person in the world. Then comes the gaslighting, where they make you question your reality. Then, the silent treatment, the withdrawal of affection, and the cruel words designed to keep you small. Over time, your reality becomes theirs. You begin to believe that your worth exists only in their eyes. You feel guilty for even longing for freedom. You think, maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I'm imagining things. Maybe if I just try harder and love them better, they'll go back to being the person I fell in love with. But that person was never real. It was a mask, carefully crafted to draw you in. The moment you whisper to yourself, "This is abuse. This is manipulation. This is not love," you have already torn the first chain. To name the shadow is the first step in overcoming it. You are not crazy. You are not too sensitive. Your feelings are valid, and your pain is real. Step 2. Cut off their supply. Here's something crucial to understand. The narcissist lives on your energy, your reactions, your anger, your pleading, your tears. These are the food that sustains their false self. They don't love you as a person. They love you as a mirror for their emptiness. You are their emotional supply, their source of validation, and their way of feeling powerful and in control. And so, the greatest power you can wield is silence. No contact is not cruelty, it is survival. I know this feels impossible. You'll want to explain yourself, to defend yourself, to make them understand. But remember, you cannot reason with someone who has already decided you are wrong. You cannot love someone into treating you well. Every message you don't answer, every drama you refuse to engage with, every argument you choose not to attend it, weakens the hold they have over you. It starves the false self they've created until it can no longer cling to you. This isn't about punishment. This is about protection. You are protecting your energy, your peace, and your healing. Step 3. Reclaim your identity. The narcissist's greatest theft isn't your trust or even your love. It's your sense of self. They whisper lies until you believe you are small. They mock your dreams until you believe you are broken. They control your choices until you forget that you are free. But these are lies. Your soul was never theirs to own. Now comes the beautiful, sacred work of reclaiming yourself. Start small. Wear the clothes they mocked. Listen to the music they criticized. Laugh with the voice they tried to silence. Chase the dreams they told you were foolish. Remember the person you were before them. What did you love? What made you laugh? What were your dreams? Those parts of you are still there, waiting to be rediscovered. Every act of self-love is a ritual of resurrection. With each step, you gather the pieces of your soul and breathe life back into them. Maybe you'll paint again. Maybe you'll call that friend they didn't like. Maybe you'll take that class, apply for that job, or simply spend a quiet afternoon doing something that brings you joy. Each choice you make for yourself is a declaration. I matter. My happiness matters. I am worthy of love and respect. Step 4. Feel the pain. I need to be honest with you about something. Leaving doesn't immediately free you from pain. The wound bleeds long after the knife is gone. You will cry. You will ache. You will long for the very person who broke you. And you will doubt yourself, whispering, "Did I do the right thing? Maybe I was the problem. Maybe I gave up too easily." But healing doesn't come from running from the pain. It comes from walking through it. To sit with the ache is to honor your soul. To cry is not weakness, it's proof that your heart still longs for truth and genuine connection. Remember this, missing them does not mean you need them. The shadow cries out when it's exposed to light. Don't mistake its cries for love. You might miss the good times, the moments when they seem to truly see you. That's normal. You're not mourning the person they were, you're mourning the person you hoped they could become. Be patient with yourself. Healing isn't linear. Some days will be harder than others. Some days you'll feel strong and free, and other days you'll feel lost and confused. Both are part of the journey. Step 5. Surround yourself with truth and love. The narcissist isolated you because isolation is the soil where their control grows. But connection is your weapon of liberation. Find those who remind you of your worth. Surround yourself with voices that call you back to your true name. Seek therapy if you can. Find community. Reconnect with friends who speak truth when you cannot yet believe it yourself. When love from others surrounds you, the lies of the narcissist lose their power. You start to remember what healthy love looks like. You remember that love doesn't hurt, doesn't diminish, and doesn't require you to become smaller. Real love celebrates you. Real love wants you to grow, to shine, to become the fullest version of yourself. Real love feels safe, not like walking on eggshells. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be ashamed of your story. You are not the first person to fall under this spell, and you won't be the last. Some people understand, who have walked this path before you, who can hold your hand as you find your way back to yourself. The deeper truth and closing. But here's something even deeper. When you free yourself from the narcissist, you're not only leaving a person, you're leaving behind the compliant self, the part of you that believed disrespect was the price of love. Perhaps you were taught that keeping the peace mattered more than your peace. Perhaps you learned that love meant enduring cruelty, that if you just loved hard enough, you could fix someone who was broken. But now, you must choose differently. This is the moment you make the unconscious conscious. The pattern breaks when you declare, "I will no longer participate in my diminishment." So hear me. You have suffered enough. You have given enough. And now it is your turn. The chains that bind you are not stronger than the soul within you. Breaking free from a narcissist is not only the act of leaving them, it is the sacred act of finally choosing yourself. And when you do, you will not only survive, you will rise, because the truth is this: your soul was never broken. It was only waiting for you to return to it. And the moment you do, you will discover what no narcissist could ever give you: the wholeness of being fully, fiercely, unapologetically yourself. You are worthy of real love. You are worthy of respect. You are worthy of a life that honors who you truly are. Welcome home to yourself. If this message spoke to something deep inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe, not just for more content, but to join a growing space where truth, healing, and self-discovery matter. This is Psyche Thera, and your journey is just beginning.